Whenever ready.
Coach, thoughts on day one?
Just excited to get out here. We've had a great off season. Guys are bigger, faster than we've ever been. I think we're in amazing shape, and the guys were just excited to get out here and practice, so they were bouncing around.
It's like Braden might have had his finger. Did he hit it on a helmet? Maybe?
Yeah, the last week, the last workout before we finished summer, he chipped his finger, and he'll be okay. It's not serious, but we just want to be smart with him this week.
Coach, what are camp theme for you? Like what's most important for you guys to get done between now and Texas?
Well, this is training camp, so we're training our habits for the season. So we're doing a lot of different new things. We're training them how to use their day effectively to have peak performance, and so there's a lot of new ways that we're looking at how we go about our business on a daily basis. So really doing that, and we want to use this 2.5 weeks, to get them in rhythm for what we need to do this season. So that's the number one thing.
How big are these next couple of weeks in terms of getting used to the radio communications process, especially for the players?
We've been using it, so we used it all spring. We were able to get it used in the spring, and it's great. There's a lot of opportunities with that. We can communicate a lot differently than we always have in the past, and the quarterbacks are doing a nice job with it. But we're also, getting used to the rhythm of playing that way. We've been signaling for years, and it's hard. I still signaling, even though I'm calling it, I'm signaling it. So there's some changes, but the kids are getting used to it.
Do you think that'll be a benefit for you, just less to have to think about?
Yeah, I think it will be a benefit. I think it will, and there's some advantages. We have the same communication system as the NFL, but we're different than the NFL. We play a different style of game in college, and so there's different things we can do that NFL guys really don't take advantage of.
Coach, I don't know who broke down the huddle before practice, but if I paraphrase, the theme was, we have the team, this is our time. Is there a sense here that year 3 is the year we see this program take the next step?
Yeah, it was Henry Blackburn, and yes, we got a lot of confidence in our team. We were the young team for 2 years. We had a bunch of freshmen out here, a bunch of kids that look like Doogie Howser, and they're growing up now. Now we have more experience. I think 17 of our 22 starters have over 1,000 snaps, which is a lot of snaps. And so we've got more experience, we're wiser, and we have a better plan.
Is there pressure that goes along with that as well?
There's always pressure. If you're playing college football, there's always pressure.
Do you feel like there's any unique kind of challenges having such a veteran team?
Challenges?
Yeah.
No, I think it's challenges when you got guys with no experience, and I like our team. I really like our guys. I like our leadership, and we got guys that have been in the fire that have played, which is a great advantage. Jacob Gardner's got 45 starts. He's got more starts than any player in the Mountain West Conference. Torrey's got an opportunity to do some historic things this year. He got a chance to be the all-time leading receiver in the Mountain West Conference. So we have a lot of guys that know how to play their back, and it's fun to coach when you got kids with experience.
You mentioned that size. How much kind of just bigger do you feel than like that year one when like you say, it kind of got pushed around at times?
Yeah, we couldn't find guys. We couldn't find 22 that wanted to play our first year. So no, it's a much different feeling. I think we're deeper and more experienced in our offensive line. We got 2 offensive linemen that have over 2,000 career snaps, and Drew Mosh and Jacob Gardner. And that's just rare. You just don't usually get that kind of experience, so we're excited about that.
Jackson Warren's as big as advertised. Just how has he kind of adjusted here?
Jackson is adjusted quickly. He's living with Braden. It's kind of like we got the whole plan. Like when we were at Nevada, we had Carson Strong, Cole Turner. They lived together for 4 years, and they got tremendous chemistry. And Jackson and Braden are getting that.
I assume that QB background kind of helps them in terms of hitting the ground running.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. When you're a former quarterback, you have a deeper understanding of the game, and he's a very quick study.
What's different about Braden this year coming into camp, do you think?
He's more mature. He just told me walking off the field, he was explaining the plays to Darius, and he said it dawned on him, when I have to explain it to somebody else, I really understand it better. And that's what happens from year one to year two. The repetition, things slow down. He's more calm, and I think he's more comfortable in the pocket.
You've had to think about that position maybe the last couple of years, to not have to think about it as much maybe this camp. Does that lessen any sort of mental thing for you?
No,
you think?
it's good to have a guy that's been through those situations before. I mean, so many situations, especially a quarterback, you can't explain it. You can do the best you can to explain it to a kid, but until he goes through it, he just doesn't understand. And Braden learned a lot of tough lessons last year, did a lot of good things, but he'll be so much better for it this year. He knows what to expect.
Did he put on any weight?
Yeah, he put on about 10 pounds.
I was going to say, what's strong?
Yeah, all of our guys have. Our receivers are big and strong, and tight ends are bigger, and so I'm really proud of them.
You mentioned Braden explaining things to Darius. Corey was also explaining some things to Corey Bell. Looked like he was trying to help the coach through a route. Is that a big key to all the positions, and how much does that help you as a coach?
There's no doubt. When you have a program, we've worked really hard to build a program, which means our young players learn and our older players go through those experiences and they teach the younger players. And so when you start seeing the older guys teaching the younger guys, now you got something. And so that's exciting.
This is year 3. Did you kind of wake up this morning with the same excitement as the others? How's it kind of different?
I'm always excited. I mean, this is what I do. I love to coach ball. And so the greatest time of the day for me is these 2.5 hours when we're on the field with our players. And so, no, I didn't need a pep talk this morning.
This is year 3 here at the air raid. You were saying over there, this is what we do. This is what we do. Do you think this is the year that you fully see that integrated in a successful
Yeah, I mean,
way?
I think our big thing is that we want to see our running game be as explosive as our passing game. I mean, we're the leading passing team in our conference, so we threw for 3,400 yards last year. We understand how to throw the football. We want our running game to come alive, and so work very hard on that. Our line and our tight ends and our backs, and we want to be as explosive running the ball as we do throwing the ball.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.